Hello, welcome to Podcast with Pooja. Today we are joined by Mr. Harish Sanduja, who is the Director IT, Research and Human Resources at Jaipuria Group of Educational Institutions, an education leader with 25 plus years of experience in esteemed positions like Academic Director in Qatar and Director Schools in India. Mr. Harish has led initiatives in linguistic skills, student performance, and curriculum design. He is a critical thinker with great interpersonal skills. Mr. Harish, it is my pleasure to host you today for this podcast episode.
Thank you, Pooja, for those kind words.
Thank you so much. I'm sure, like me, my listeners are equally excited to hear from you. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Sure.
So, Mr. Harish, with the launch of National Teachers Olympiad, which is a unique online and offline teacher training unit that focuses on the professional development programs for educators, can you tell me and my viewers how this National Teachers Olympiad contributes to the recognition and appreciation of teachers in India?
So NTO is basically an effort by STAR. STAR is Samartha Teachers Training Academy of Research. So it focuses essentially on building skills for teachers. So we keep talking about building skills of children, but we generally do not talk about building skills of those who build skills for the children. So NTO is actually a subunit of STAR where we want to give a thrust to the teachers that they should also have something like science Olympiad competitions that are held for children, where children are able to showcase their mettle. And why children do it? Because there is a very good reward attached to it. Where is it that there is any reward for the teachers in any of the programs that are conducted nationally or internationally? There are very few. Hence, I think it becomes extremely important for us to put forth a platform where teachers can be recognized and there can be something substantial that comes as a reward. And we definitely look forward to teachers looking at this as a very good opportunity.
Yes, thank you so much. So I liked when you said, like, we have this ITO, IMO, and Science and English Olympiad for teachers. Now we have an Olympiad for students. Now we have an Olympiad for teachers as well. Thank you so much. And this really sounds interesting and exciting. And I'm sure, so for these teachers who are equally excited to be part of the NTO, can you also elaborate on the structure and format of this NTO? That basically encompasses the registration process, selection criteria, competition stages, and the likes.
So it's a pretty simple and a fair game. What it does is that any person who wants to take part in it has to go to the site of Star and register for the NTO. Site of the Star basically is nto.star.in. You can go there and register for the National Teachers Olympiad that we are kind of conducting. And once you register and fill up all your details there is a small amount of charge also associated with it. And after that, you get all your details, all the data regarding the test on your mail. And it comes back, your registration number and everything comes back with the password, which comes to you on your mail. And it also tells you about the examination, how it will be conducted. So basically, the examination is to be conducted on 9th and 10th of December in two phases. Anyone can choose any particular day. It will be the same similar examination which will be conducted on 9th as well as 10th. It's a half an hour examination in which there will be around 50 questions that will be asked. And when these 50 questions are coming along with the half an hour, you will get 10 minutes extra for doing the online filling of whatever form comes on your screen. That is basically your update that you need to get it updated on the screen like you normally give an examination. And within 30 minutes, you will have those 50 questions and you have to answer them objectively. And there will be gain 5 or lose 1. So if you give a correct answer, you get 5 marks. And if you give a wrong answer, you lose 1 mark. But if you leave the question, there is no gain, no loss. So one has to be particular about how they are answering the question.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for explaining the process format in such a simple way. And I can see the number of registrations that are happening for this NTO, which is massive. So, what I also realize is when you have such high registration, it is equally important to ensure fairness in order to maintain that trust and credibility among all its stakeholders. So, if you
Yes.
can just tell us what measures are in place to ensure that we have fairness, transparency, and consistency throughout this NTO.
So we have put as much as possible to make this entire system fair. Our team leads who are there, there's a neutral body of people who are making questions, and then they are being vetted by great educationists all over India, and they are in our panel. And then when this particular system is being run, it is being run through a randomized system where we are having questions coming onto the screen, and people will have option to give an answer. So we are using the same structure which is generally used by any online platform for testing uh, an examination body that may conduct an online examination. We're using almost similar structures. So, as to be fair. Secondly, because we want people not to be cheating, also, that's why in 30 minutes we are asking 50 questions. Because we don't want people to have a very large amount of time to think, because otherwise, there are one of the phrases which I was looking at on the internet, which is maximum searched, is that how can I do cheating in the online examination? So in order to avoid that, we are giving large number of questions in a small amount of time, so that everyone gets a fair system, and people will get their marks also. And after the exam is conducted, they will also get a fair degree of understanding of what proficiency they have as a educator. And that is a good kind of evaluation that we are trying to put together for the people who are going to give this particular examination, apart from the goodies to the toppers.
Great. Thank you so much. So, yes, this brings us to the last question of the day. So, what message would you like to convey to teachers across India who are actually considering NTO? And what is the potential impact on their careers after taking this NTO?
So, frankly speaking, it is a very humble start from our side where we want to recognize teachers, because there are very less platforms where teachers are recognized, because teachers somehow in Indian context are always correlated with Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva is considered to be an avdut, where he doesn't possess anything, and teachers are told that okay, you are supposed to be living a life like that. But I'm not saying that one should live a life like that, but the teachers should also be rewarded. And this is a good platform where the teachers can be recognized for their hard work and also for the knowledge that they possess. It is only a starting point. NTU is going to grow in many ways, where I am pretty sure that starting from this particular system of an examination, we may also move on to the next level and the next steps, where we may do something extra in it in due course, where the actual teaching skills will also be tested in due course. Right now, it is the knowledge that is getting tested, but there are plans in place where the teaching skills will also be tested in due course. So, this is a good start for everyone, and I wish best of luck to all those people who are taking part in it, and those who are hearing it for the first time. I think you should give it a serious thought. It's a very good opportunity.
Great. Thank you so much. I completely second your thought when you say it's a platform where we recognize teachers for all their hard work and wishing you all the best. I just hope this platform grows better. So, as you said, right now we are focusing more on assessing the knowledge part, but in future, yes, skill is something which go hand in hand. And nowadays it's more about enhancing or assessing the skills over knowledge at times. So great, wishing you all the best and wishing all the teachers who have registered and, of course, who will be registering for this interview. Thank you so much, Mr. Harish, for this episode, for this podcast video. It was a pleasure interacting with you. Quite insightful. Thank you so much.
People, so. Bye.